Okay, you wanted Amnesia. I guess we're gonna do that. Because people like torturing me, apparently. So, I've played maybe 10 minutes of this game years ago, and my anxiety just kicked into overdrive and I just stopped. So, I don't really know much of anything about the game except for what I've heard. I know it's made by Frictional, who also made Penumbra before this, and they also made a game that I'm really interested in playing a few years ago called Soma. I own that game, but I haven't played it yet. But I think even Yahtzee recommended this game. So if he's recommending it, it's probably pretty good. And I do like horror games, probably more than any other type of game out there. But this one, I don't know, we'll see. Okay. I think I've already got all my key bindings and everything set up, so let's just enter hell. Oh god, there's difficulty settings? Enemies will spot you more easily. Tinderboxes and oil are harder to come by. Autosave is disabled and saving your game costs tinderboxes. Losing your sanity will kill you. Fuck that. I'm just going to go with normal. I can do hard mode later if I want to. Alright, here we go. Spooky game, we got our spooky lighting. We're good to go here.
Don't forget, some things mustn't be forgotten. The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
Okay, well, I think it's safe to say that your character may or may not have amnesia. I wonder if the title actually implies any of that. Oh my god. The wobbliness of the camera movement's a little odd. Got a memento. Follow the liquid trail and find its source. You mean the blood? Oh yeah, I forgot that Frictional likes to do this thing where you actually have to grab the door and then use the mouse to push it open or close it. So you have to do everything manually. A tinderbox. Tinderboxes used to light candles and other light sources in the environment. The current number of tinderboxes shown in your inventory. Okay, we got the one. Okay, health, sanity, the journal. Okay, easy enough. And yep, this game has a lean mechanic. Very nice. I will definitely be making good use of that. Okay, well, we should probably save the tinderboxes as much as possible, huh? Anybody? Nope? Alright. Whoa, what? What was that all about? I definitely like the sound design and the atmosphere so far. Come on, game, that's not that spooky. Okay, another tinderbox. I could always be one of those annoying YouTubers and overreact to every tiny little thing that happens, but I don't even think I can fake that level of stupidity. Ooh, another tinderbox. Nab that. Makes me wonder if those can be used as distraction objects, like throwing bottles and chairs and stuff. Would make sense, I suppose. I've seen what one of the monsters look like in this game. One of them. In a screenshot from somewhere, but I've never actually seen one in the game. But the one that I did see was pretty fucking freaky looking. It's quiet. Too quiet. Already starting with this bullshit. What the fuck is happening? Okay. I like how I'm leaning with it. It's like playing a racing game where you always turn with the controller, like it's going to do you any good. This isn't even that creepy, but I'm still kind of like on the edge right now. That looks like what I would call a nope room, but I'm going to go into it. Ah, tinderbox. I'm glad I went into the nope room. Alright. But let's check everywhere besides the spooky door that just opened. Well, that's where I'm supposed to go, so actually we will check the spooky room. See what's in here first. Nothing. When standing in darkness, your sanity will slowly drain. Turn on lights in the environment using tinderboxes or search for other sources of light. Okay, that's how... So do you die if your sanity gets too low? I'm kind of confused by that. Oh, there's Jesus. I hate games like this because I'm always afraid to turn around. Because you know something is just going to try to stick its cock in your eye, and I don't like that very much. Okay, well, it's been uneventful so far. I'm totally fine with that, by the way. He fell to the kitchen floor. Tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick in his stomach. Hazel remained hidden, and feared she too would be punished. Okay. Witnessing unsettling events will reduce your sanity. It can be increased by completing puzzles and making progress. Oh, so you actually have to keep pushing forward to not die, from the looks of it. That's an interesting little mechanic. Couple tinder boxes. Does that count as progress? Well, I still have a slight headache. Stepping into the darkness really makes my vision go wonky. Oh, that is very dark. Not quite so far. Clear. Well, we're not going that way. I am just totally sucked into the atmosphere and the sound design of this game. It's very well done. I'm not really a big fan of this, though. Ah, there we go. Little light. Didn't give us much, did it? I probably shouldn't be using these tinder boxes. Oh. A locked door. Well, that's where we need to go. Okay, well, let's see if we can find an alternate route or a key. Lantern. Okay. When filled with oil. Oh, yeah, you have a limited oil supply. Okay, so you have to use that very sparingly. Oh, now it's open. Why are you doing that? I know I'm not hearing stuff. There's something here. Another tinderbox. Very nice. Anything on the shelf? Nope. Alright. Oil. The lantern drains oil when it is turned on. To add more oil to the lantern, double-click on the oil item in the inventory tab. Oh, okay. Simple enough.
19th of August, 1839. I wish I could ask how much you remember. I don't know if there will be anything left after I consume this drink. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you why, but know this. I choose to forget. Try to find comfort and strength in that fact. There is a purpose. You are my final effort to put things right. God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg still invokes bitter anger in you. If not, this will sound horrible. Go to the inner sanctum, find Alexander, and kill him. His body is old and weak, and yours, young and strong. He will be no match for you. One last thing. A shadow is following you. It's a living nightmare, breaking down reality. I have tried everything, and there is no way to fight back. You need to escape it as long as you can. Redeem us both, Daniel. Descend into the darkness where Alexander waits and murder him. Your former self, Daniel.
Okay, so now I'm writing notes to myself because I have amnesia. Gotcha. Easy enough. Okay, I guess it's nothing. Aha! What, am I playing Scooby-Doo now? Well, there we go. Moving on. A fragrant taste of rose lingered in his mouth. Turkish delights, he thought, just like the ones at the consulate in Constantinople. I know this is supposed to be in England, but it's pretty clear that these are American actors trying to sound British, and I don't much care for that. I hate fake accents. Just hire a British person to do it.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brandenburg.
Okay. Flashback. Well, that's clearly where we're supposed to go, but let's take a look around first. Maybe we can find some useful items. Like that. So that's more oil. Put that in the lantern. Okay, over half full. Those the yeah, I'm guessing those are the bugs making that noise. Oh, there's more oil. Almost full. What the hell? Okay, I'm going this way. I have no idea what the hell that is. Looks like that thing that was in the closet in Poltergeist, if you ever saw that movie. It's a horror classic. Okay, well, we can go up or down. Let's head down first. Okay, looks clear. Laboratory. Traveling to Dover meant going through Canterbury, I guess. He made sure to pay a visit to avoid the sense of guilt connected with the neglect of his family. Very dark. You know what? We've got 6 tinder boxes. Let's use one there. Oh, spooky wind again. I like the atmosphere and everything, but it's not really clicking with me right now. Okay, it's just gonna keep doing that, isn't it? Yeah, it's just gonna keep doing that. Alright, just ignore it. Those bugs, they sound like snakes. Is there anything buried under all this stuff by chance? Nope. Alright.
The flicker, the bluish light.
Those were footsteps above me. Okay, now I'm a little creeped out. Ooh, there's a tinderbox. Every time I turn around, I get really nervous right before I do it. Yeah, there's definitely somebody up there. The lack of a chimney to properly ventilate the fumes. Why did I add ventilate? It's just vent. The fumes, from my most recent experiments, has taken its toll on many of my less stable ingredients in storage. Some seem unaffected, but many are stained by the fumes and will be difficult to salvage. I shall do what I can and move them to the wine cellar. We need to try to find the wine cellar then, because that means that there's probably some stuff and things we could use in there, right? More oil. You've got a decent amount of inventory space as well. Because I do know that you don't get weapons in this game.
There should be more coop rats. Let me see. And one part aqua fortis.
These flashbacks are kind of confusing to me at this point. Then again, I suppose they're supposed to be. This is very early in the game. The experiment was unsuccessful. The solution is highly acid. That should be acidic. That should be acidic. The solution is highly acidic and proves impractical to put to any use except as a detergent. Organic tissue reacts especially violently to the solution and should be handled with the greatest care. I might be able to use the recipe, but I'm losing hope that I will find an alchemic solution to my predicament. Okay. Aha! See, those footsteps aren't creeping me out anymore, game. You're gonna have to come up with something else. Okay. No idea what that's all about. Okay, let's stop burning through fuel, huh? Excuse me, oil. Okay, well, not much of anything down here. Alright, I think we cleared this whole area out. Let's head back up. Another lone soul in London seemed appropriate somehow. Well, maybe that's who we were hearing earlier. Have we been through here yet? I don't think we have. Well, there's that wine cellar that I wanted to get into. Alright, well, we need a key. Okay, let's head up, see if we can find anything up here. Then we have no choice but to head down to what looks like hell. Well, that's barricaded. Archives, alright. The other children cheered him on, his name voiced in a steadily rising pace, urging him to do it. Am I really doing this? The young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. What the hell? I don't think I care for that. Should I leave? Because I'm really starting to think I should just fucking leave. Nope. I hereby offer my full attention and services to Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg. This contract will reign for a total of 3 years, when my freedom shall return to me. In addition, Alexander, Baron of Brennenburg, is to recommend my services to the Prussian royal court and within the sanctum of the Order of the Black Eagle. Oh, Order of the Black Eagle, huh? May no man break the seal. Willem, House of Garrick. Or Garrich, whichever one it is. I don't know how you Brits talk. A bunch of twats, if you ask me. Okay, get out of here. I want to open this up. It's in the box. Okay, I'm just going to have to keep the lantern out because my sanity keeps dropping every time I put it away. Anybody? No, it actually takes quite a while for your lantern to eat through the oil, so we should be fine just to have it out for a while. I hope I'm not the only one hearing stuff, because I'm pretty sure I hear something groaning, huffing and puffing away over there.
16th of May, 1839. The unflinching African sun has continued to plague our expedition, making it impossible to dig until dusk. How Professor Herbert managed to find the location in these vast plains of nothingness remains a mystery to me. When I asked him about the tomb again, he told me about the legend of Tin Hanan, the mother of us all. An interesting story in its own right, but I can't help feeling there's more. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage beneath the dunes leading to a sand-covered stone structure. The professor was confident it was the tomb we sought and ordered the others to clear the way late into the dark, cold night. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure, hoping to reach the burial chamber. No matter what the professor is keeping from me, the dig should yield something interesting to take back to London and the British Museum.
Africa, late 1800s. Well, I think it's pretty safe to say we know exactly what the time frame is for this game. Hence the spooky castle. I'm guessing this is a castle, right? Definitely seems like it would be one. Let's find out what that damn noise is out here. Did I just make somebody mad by doing that? Because I feel like I did. Is that a piano? Well, I can't hear it now. Of course, it's fucking locked. Okay. Well, there's the piano. Nope. That's a nope room. Right there. It sounded like my grandfather on Thanksgiving. I feel like we've been down here, right? Yes, the entrance is right there. That's where we came from. No, I don't have a map. Do I? Dang. That'd be nice to have, wouldn't it? Okay, we need to put the lantern away because I'm actually starting to burn through quite a bit of oil now. A pot to contain mixtures of all sorts. Am I out of tinder boxes? No, I've got 8. Almost freaked out a little bit there. Okay. I need to be monitoring the oil in that lantern better. Okay, well, let's go to the nope room. Okay, buddy. Fucking bugs. Fucking bugs. There. Okay, got a little bit of light. Damn it, I was really hoping that that was a map that I could pick up. Guess not. Another scroll. Lots of scrolls. Did the hallway just collapse? Oh, that's what happened.
17th of May, 1839. My hands tremble as I write. I feel a need to document my tribulation, for I fear that my memory will fail me if I linger. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage we uncovered. Our torches burned faintly in the murky air as we slowly made our way underground. The men were superstitious and fearful. They argued loudly, and I felt their strange language getting to me. I mustered my strength and yelled at them to continue down the slopes and broken steps. The crudely carved passage confused me. It looked much older than the 4th century structure we had expected. The twisting path emerged into a great antechamber. The walls were lined with statues unlike any I'd ever seen. Despite their unearthly quality, I felt a strange familiarity toward them, which haunts me still. At the far end of the chamber, a great slab of stone sealed off whatever lay ahead. I gave the order to raise it, and as I pushed through the narrow space, the heavy stone suddenly dropped, sealing me inside. I was trapped.
All these stories don't really feel too terribly related so far. Okay. Well, I haven't been through here yet. So we're not even in an English castle then. What language is that? Latin? I think?
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wars. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
I guess that's an interesting way to have audio logs in a game that couldn't possibly have audio logs. Aha. Ooh, oil and 2 tinder boxes. There's that fucking piano again. Okay, well, I think we've completely explored this. It blocked off this hallway. Well, slap my ass and call me Judy. Now where do we go? Fragile but not breakable by hand. Okay, we need to find something to get through that. That'd be in the other room, right? Oh, well, I skipped a tinderbox. Glad we had to come back in here. I highly doubt that that's going to do the trick. Okay, I have no idea what to do now. So I'm not seeing anything that would be heavy enough to be able to get through that. Well, piece of furniture might work. If we can find one. Not seeing any furniture, though. Ah, there we go. That must be an autosave right there, so let's try this. I did it.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
I do not like this room. Something just feels really off. Door. We gotta figure out how to break that. That'll do. Another region rich with lore is, how do you pronounce that? Alstadt, I guess, deep within the East Prussian woods. For centuries there have been stories surrounding the hamlet and its neighbor castle Brennenburg. The quiet, forest-clad mountains dressed with scattered lakes is as picturesque as can be, albeit the area is haunted by the dark. Ask any local and you will hear proof of the widespread superstition. All travelers should indulge themselves in such conversations since it will certainly serve as exciting entertainment. All of them have their own twists on the tales, but there are some motifs that keep reappearing. This story reaches all the way back to the time of the 30 Years' War. It is said that soldiers who abandoned their duty got lost in the cold, dark woods and were forever damned to roam the grounds. Their bodies, wrought by their tainted souls, have left them disfigured and empty of essence. Many have cited them over the years and described them as horrid revenants. I'm starting to think that might be the thing that I've seen in a screenshot before. They move silently through the woods, shying away from any beholder. They are called gatherers. That's them. As they seem to follow some ambition to steal living creatures. It is their prey, which can be heard struggling inside damp burlap sacks, dragged behind them, which reveal their presence. What dark scheme do they follow? Henrik Cornelius Agrippa, the well-known erudite, did I pronounce that right? Whatever. Visited Alstadt at the start of the 16th century. He resided in a local inn for a fortnight as he looked for remnants of kingdoms past. During his stay, all the prominent members of society paid notice, and he is mentioned in many records of the time. One day he went to investigate a burrow in the northwestern glades, only to never be seen again. Heinrich is known to have passed away in Grenoble some 10 years later. He dismissed the notion of ever visiting Alstadt, which makes you wonder what really happened. Who was this mysterious man who visited the sleepy hamlet in the woods, and what happened to him? The Baron of Brennenburg lives a reclusive life with his family at his castle near Alstadt. I guarantee you I'm fucking that up, but I'm going to keep going. And like most of those of noble birth, rumors are inherited alongside with the title. Researching the history reveals little before the castle was consumed by fire in the late 16th century. It was rebuilt by Alexander, a nobleman from the Rhinelands, claiming the role as protector of the Prussian state. Alexander helped the region to flourish and remain popular throughout his presumed lifetime. The family has always been secretive when it comes to lineage and heritage, therefore the birth and death of Alexander and his offspring has never been fully recorded. This has fed the idea that the Baron is in fact the one and the same who came from the West over 300 years ago, lived through the time of occupation, and joined the coveted Order of the Black Eagle along with the great leaders of this country. I like this folklore kind of stuff. This is actually a pretty interesting way to get the story across. I appreciate it. Okay, pretty sure I heard footsteps on my left. I want to check down here. Maybe I missed a tinderbox. Nope. Okay, let's see what's through this door. Really? Okay, well, let's get out of here, I guess. Wait a minute. That's a door seam. Look at that. There must be a way in. Well, I guess I can't grab it. Maybe there's another hidden switch around here. I was hoping it was under that book. Okay, let's just start using these tinder boxes. That way I don't have to keep burning through oil, huh? Must be around here somewhere. Wait. I was hoping the switch would be behind that. It must be behind a book or something, right? There it is. It's got to be it. Well, are there more than one of those? Let's look around for another book that looks similar to that. There we go. 2. There's a third one. Is there a certain order they have to go in? I'm really confused. There we go. I think it was a time thing. It was either timed or ordered. I'm not sure which one. Alright, what do we have here? Nothing of use there. There's our key. What the fuck, game? Okay, that was a good scare. Regarding closing of the wine cellar, Wilhelm and his fools have endangered my research. Long enough for their absent-minded handling of the human vessels, the sheriff is keeping a watchful eye on the forest and is killing my trusty servants. It's just a matter of time until they follow the trail to Brennenburg. I need to lock Wilhelm and his men up to avoid further investigation from the public. The wine cellar will therefore be sealed off until the matter has been handled. Either the king's men leave or they will starve. Whatever comes first, they can rot for all I care. Maybe I will feed them some wine. It would in a sense solve both of my problems. Okay, well, we got our key. Let's check this cupboard and then get the hell out of here. That's where I came in from, right? Yeah, I think it is. I swear I'm starting to hear things moving around. Oh, the door's open. Isn't that just fucking dandy? Well, now, wait a minute. I've clearly been in here because those drawers are open. So something came in here and left. This must be the key for the wine cellar. Okay, yeah, we gotta figure out how to get out of here and get down to that wine cellar, I guess. It's the only other thing I can think of for this key. What the fuck was that? Okay. Okay. I'm officially getting kind of fucking creeped out now. What the fuck was that? Can I leave? Dude, fuck that. Fuck that. Okay, that was... You're not gonna let up, are you? What? What the fuck is happening? What is happening? Okay, there's jam coming out of the walls now. I guess the wine cellar. Where was the wine cellar? Down here, right? Okay, yeah, I'm a bit paranoid now. I think this was the wine cellar, right? Yeah. There we go. Okay. The desert dunes were like waves in a sluggish sea. While the caravan moved, the land appeared motionless, but In camp, the hills move. Getting low on oil. Crap. While standing in dirt. Okay, yeah, I know about that.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
There's something behind that door. If an enemy is near, stay out of sight and hide in the darkness. Make sure to... Okay, well, thanks for letting me know. At least I got some warning that there's something around here somewhere. Oh boy. Just use the tinder boxes and save the lantern until we need it. Oh, what the fuck is that? Heart is pounding and hands shaking. Health. Medical bracelet to improve health and help heal wounds. Okay, that doesn't do much for my sanity meter, though. ... Yeah, that's about where I'm at right now. Okay, we just have to keep going. We have to just try to progress. Otherwise, we're going to just lose our shit. I think that thing was one of the gatherers. Okay. What does this do? Okay. Well, we came down here to get supplies. We need to make sure we can grab everything we can. Tinderbox, nice. Not doing good on oil. I've been using that lantern way too damn much. That's the thing with horror games, though, is that they make you stop thinking right. At least if they're done well. Okay, I think I've been down here long enough. I don't know what that was, but it looked awfully cross about something. Oh, shit, we haven't been in there, have we? Or in here. I gotta stop using tinder boxes, too. Must be prepared using the appropriate apparatus. Okay, I don't know what to do with that stuff. Where's our sanity at? Okay, well, it's better, but it's still not great. I don't even know if I'm supposed to be down here or not. I do know that I really don't fucking want to be down here anymore, though. I've only got 2 tinder boxes. I need to save them. Barrel contains less than half a lantern worth of oil. Oh, thank God. Okay, that makes me feel a little bit better. Some tinder boxes. Nope! Okay, fuck this. I'm leaving. I can't really see. My sanity is too low. I'm not a fan. I'm really not into this right now. In a good way, I guess. The best way possible, I'm not into this. Okay, well. Let's head down here. This is the only other area we haven't checked. I'm pretty sure this is where we were supposed to go in the first place. Okay, apparently not. I guess we do need to go back to that fucking wine cellar. Oh my god. Okay, guess we're heading back down there. Well, let's find out what we missed.